they call blackfish a black porgy, but that is a real black porgy. Look at this guy. Probably spends a lot of his time in the back bays. He's 13 inches. It's a nice porgy. Look at that color, that's beautiful. That was cool. I was letting line out actually, and I set that hook with my hand. I didn't have the bail closed. So let's try to get some stripers. That was a cool start, but not what I'm doing out here. Another porgy. Are you kidding me? I had that thing in the rod holder. Wasting my worms on you guys. It's a nice porgy though. 13, 14. No, it's only 13. Help myself. Jumbo. I was texting someone and I had the rod in the rod holder and it bent. There's a lot of bend for a porgy. That's a porgy. That's a good porgy. Worst as I can. Stripe. Nice stripe. 24, 25, even 26. I'm gonna go with 25. A little big for the net. Nice start. Change of pace from those porgies. Metallic male. Good start, beautiful fish. Looks just like the one I got over here last time. It's just shy of 25. Already biting down on me. It was way off that rock. It was out in like the middle over here. I'm sure there's boulders all over here too. I don't have a depth chart or anything like that. Well, I do on my phone. I'm not looking at it. Yeah, I mean, today's July 16th. Water's really warm. I mean, it gets hotter than this, but they need that extra time to revive. I'm sure I could have just thrown him right in and he would have been all right. I want to make sure that they're all right. I don't want to just assume. No, this is a striper. Somebody was on the rock. Oh, another porgy. You know, really, if you want a live line fish, you'd probably kill him if you did this. I don't know, maybe I'll keep a couple of these guys. They do like porgy. It's 13. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in the cooler. It's not too dark. Definitely a bay fish. I can't do it, man. I can kill worms, but I can't kill fish right now. I'm growing soft in my old age. Got protein bars and chickpeas at home. He looked me in the eyes. When a fish turns his eyes and it looks at me, it's just, I don't want to kill him. Put a hook through their mouth. I think my buddy Mark's rolling up now. He actually has a fish finder on his kayak. I'm not against it, it's just, I don't need it. You know, like Billy the Greek says, you know, it's our job as fishermen to find the fish. You know, that's your job. What would you do if you didn't have your fish finder? If it broke? How are you gonna go about catching fish? And, you know, I've never used one, except when I've been on somebody's boat who had one. But a lot of the fish I catch and the majority of the stripers I get are just in structure. You don't really need a fish finder to know that they're in the structure, because they're always going to be there. They're structural fish. If you're out in the open, that's when you really want a fish find. That'll help you, find schools of fish that I might not find because I don't have a fish finder. So yeah, they're definitely beneficial. Anybody can learn it. Fishing is something anybody with hands, even if you only had one hand, I'm sure you could still fish. You don't need fancy rods and reels. A lot of parts of the world, people, all they fish with is just fishing line. They get a hook, fishing line, and maybe like a soda can or a stick. Wrap the line around that stick or a soda can and just throw out the hook. Some bait on it. That's all you need. Over here we really complicate things. We got sonar, we got fancy kayaks. Well, fishing is very basic. This is probably the oldest trick in the book. Worm on a hook. But still the most effective. Oldest trick in the book, probably the most effective trick in the book. I think Mark hooked up with something, it looks like. Let's go check it out. It's a porgy. That's a nice one, man. That's gotta be 14. That's who's stealing all my bait. I think I'm gonna throw him in the cooler. Rip the gills out. Pull the blood out. Finally got a fish off this point. I'm looking for my net. It's up in the front. Nice. I knew they'd be on this point.
That looked way too easy.
That net helps a lot, man.
No, I mean the catching it. I'm sitting here having a conversation and bang.
Oh, I almost fucking hurt you. Sorry, buddy. Talking about making it look easy, and then I do that. He's 24. Better. Hiding in the rocks over here. And that metallic male. I'm only going to be making 3 colors. The granny canny, metallic male, and red. That's the only 3 I plan on making. I'd say like an inch bigger. He's probably like 25 and a half. Let's see. My rod is in the way. Yeah, it's just about 26. Didn't get to showcase him saying goodbye. I said, you're not marking anything here? Just because you're not marking them doesn't mean you're not there. What is this, striper? Yeah.
Used to see.
Oh yeah. baby. Thank you. I ate some of that Porgy raw. Porgies love the metallic male, man. Not what I'm looking for. If I caught you before, I would have kept you. I'm gonna let you go. Today was definitely the slowest day in a long time. Fished with Mark for a while. And it's cool because he had a fish finder, and it's not that I'm against fish finders. It was cool because I fished places where I wouldn't have fished. He's like, oh, I'm marking them here, and we were kind of like way off of structure, you know, where I tend to stay on the structure. If I'm not pulling fish out of the structure, then I move out a little bit. You know, I go out 5-10 yards and I troll there, and I just do that until I find the fish. And that's been my method of fishing, you know, whether I'm trolling gulp or I've even trolled bucktails. I'm still kind of stuck in my old ways. Trolling is just very easy to do on the when you're using paddles. And I did do a lot of casting today. Not a lot, but like a good amount of casting, definitely. And I didn't get anything, even when we were marking fish. Nice fish on the metal. I don't know what it is. It's a weakfish. Oh, and I netted him! Yes! He came off the hook, and I still got him in the net. Nice. Definitely a keeper. He's going in the cooler. That was awesome. I love weakfish. It's one of my favorites. After black sea bass. He's dead now. He's going in my cooler and I'm bringing him home. So these metals, they're a lot of fun to use, and they're really very easy to use. I put a smaller hook on here. This is a 4.0 octopus beak, but just a conventional diamond jig. And you just get him to the bottom, but I'm on a ledge that drops off to goes from 2 feet down to 14, and he was right in that deeper water hanging on the ledge. I thought it was a striper. At first when it hit, it was heavy. And I've been wanting to keep one of those, so that's definitely a treat. You're usually not alone. The limit on those is only one per person. 7:15, I gotta get going. Got my cousin's funeral tomorrow. I'm sorry, wedding. My cousin Matt is getting married. He gave me a spoon with my name on it. It says Pete Rock and the date. I would be using that, but it's just too light. I actually could have tied on a weight, one of those bullet sinkers. I should have done that. That would have been awesome if I got that on the lure he gave me.